What's good, y'all, and welcome to my review for the first episode of Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online, the new SAO series that is a spin-off base that is entirely focused in Gun Gale Online. Now, before I begin, let me get this out of the way first. About me and my history with SAO, and for any newcomers to the channel or to this video or to this series. Allow me to get out my context, and also so you guys know what to expect from these following reviews for this series. We don't know if we're going to get 12 or 24 episodes, but that's so. If you are a long-time viewer of the channel, you guys know I fucking love Sword Art Online. It is my second favorite anime of all time, tied with Erase, behind the GOAT, FMA, and FMA Brotherhood. Now, with that being said, of course, it is not a fucking it's not perfection. I do have flaws with SAO. I have a lot of flaws with SAO, especially with the fairy dance arc. Incest anyone? So yes. Now, so for any newcomers, this is going to become the of a long-time fan of the series, but I'm not a fanboy. So if I see problems with this series, if I see problems with that episode, I will tell you guys I have a problem with this or that or this or that. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, this is all perfect, this is absolute perfection, 10 out of 10, you know, guys? No. That's not how I roll. I'm going to tell you if I got flaws or something, I'm going to tell you I got flaws. I'm not gonna be like, yo, fanboying that much, but I do love SAO, so with that getting that out of the way, just saying this one more time, I fucking love SAO, so yeah. So you guys know what to expect from these reviews, coming from this, so if you are expecting to get a fan that will, criticize this series when need be. So, anyway. Also, guys, I meant to get this video a lot sooner than it actually is going to be going out. I've been actually out all day, with my parents. We've been going to flea market to grab some shit. We then went to Walmart, went to get some Charlie's, and we're back. We're probably going to be leaving like any second now, so I'll probably be able to finish this review, because we're actually after this, we're going to go head over to the movies to watch A Quiet Place. So, yeah, this video will probably come out late at night. I don't know. Hopefully it won't. So yeah, let's get started on the review itself. So we started to go off with a little narration from talking about the tragedy of SAO. You die here, you die in real life. You guys already know the spiel. And actually on TV they show the history of video games, like the evolution games. Starting off from the Atari era and then going on and on there to eventually SAO. So then we see our MC, little girl, wearing all pink in a military shooter. Seriously, I hope this series explains why she wears, because seriously, why would you wear pink in a military shooter? You have the exact opposite of camouflage. You were apparently asking people to shoot you. You might as well sign that says, please shoot me, written in pink. Anyway, seriously, what's this, Black Ops 3, where we got unnatural colors on guns that don't belong on guns? Anyway, let us keep going. So she's wanting to get to this bar, casino, whatever you want to call it, area to, join her team and to get started on this new tournament thing that they're participating. It's not the bullet to bullet. It's not the bullet of bullets. It's just some other little tournament thing they do. So yeah, she's running there. She meets up with her team, and then they go inside. And right as the countdown begins, she talks about her partner. I forget it. I don't think we actually got his name in this episode. I forget it. He was telling you're really fired up. I was like, I wasn't going to participate. Let's get tickets to that concert from that singer. And he's like, you couldn't score away. It's like, yeah, let's do it. She loads up her gun, and she actually calls, and which her gun is also pink. Seriously, why is she wearing pink? That is a complete disadvantage. You were probably asking people to shoot you. I still can't get over that. Whatever. Let it slide, Glenn. Let it slide. Anyway, so and she actually named her gun P-Chan, which actually kind of makes it, because I believe the gun itself is called a P90, which you guys may remember was actually kind of one of the weapons you can get. I think it was actually your main. Main sidearm, or I guess you can do your other gun you would have in the earlier Splinter Cell games. Along with your pistol, you always have that gun with you. That was one of... And it looks like we are going to leave to catch quietly, so... Yeah, see you guys when I get back. And so guys, I'm back. And so, after they log into the game, or they're dropped in the map, they're dropped in this forest area, they're like, oh, it's a forest. It's like, there's an M, who is her teammate, and most or less, the strategist of the team, even though she says she's the team leader, I feel like M's more like the team leader, because he's doing all the strategizing here. And so he says, no, this is a huge, it's bad, because like, oh, because you can't get rage, and I'm over here wearing pink! And I still can't get over that! Maybe it'll get explained, maybe it'll have something to do with, like, her backstory, because the way the OP had, in the OP, they showed off, like, of course, like, her avatar, as well as the MC's, main, I guess, real IRL version of herself. It definitely kind of gives me some Sion vibes, which if you guys saw Season 2, you guys know that Sion had a little bit of a depressing past. Now, do I think it's as depressing? No, because I don't think this chick had to kill the man when she was 10 years old. I mean, god damn! Sorry, anyway. So they take their battle position. She's kind of like running around. They actually swap to like a first person perspective. Like there's they swap to like a first person perspective and to show the HUD, which is a nice little touch of like what the HUD looks like. But just actually, in case you guys didn't know, actually this isn't going to be tackled by A1 Studios at all. It's actually, or A1 Pictures, I should say. It's actually be tackled by a new studio by the name of, I think it's 3 Hertz. I think that's what the studio called. Yeah. And so they hit her battles, and then she stops and then Avatar's like, stopped by some trees, and actually over the horizon where she's at right now, she sees a bunch of dudes that are pretty much just Rambo wannabes. Like they're shirtless, they're all rocking like machine guns. When I say machine guns, I mean like machine guns are like turrets, like MSGs. I'm not a gun expert, guys, so if I get the term for weapons wrong, excuse me. Anyway, so they're all like wannabe Rambos. One of them's rocking a bandana, and then they just fire at these trees where she is hiding and taking cover at, and they're firing. He's just like, just wait. It's like, just wait, and then they eventually run out of ammo, and those Rambo wannabes actually get sniped from behind by another team that's actually participating, which are actually like real life soldiers, like actually like Japanese like Coast Guard or something, which kind of makes sense because, as we know, again, it's been a while since I've seen GGO, so I'm not the GGO arc of SCS, so it's been a while, so I don't really know. I'm no expert on the mechanics of this of this game, like how realistic it is to like real world. But I'm sure, since this course is a VR mode, I'm sure like the developers of this game probably took extra care, making it feel like real, like more real. Like I'm sure the guns actually have like the way like they do in real life, and they have the same recoil. So which maybe because as you guys know, in case you guys didn't know, see, video games have actually had a lot of help with like training military soldiers for some time. Because in case you guys didn't know, like the U.S. Army actually asked Pandemic to make them like a simulation to train some of their new recruits, and I forget what the game was called, but they eventually did release it. I forget, like they did release it to stores and let everyone play. And actually, if you put a cheat code in, you can get the it like makes the game harder, more realistic, so it turns into the simulation the soldiers were using when they were training them. So video games have definitely have part of like train soldiers, and I'm sure a lot of military guys have also played like games like Ghost Recon and like Rainbow Six, just like train with their buddies, and train and get better, and or just role play a soldier, or other people just play because like this game, like the characters like what's her name? I forget her name. The MC's like team, like this dude knows his strategies. Like he's like telling like they know their guns. They know like they make it like strategies. Like okay, go this position, go this position. Of like that kind of stuff. So after they get sniped, they realize so the other two guys that are left that didn't get sniped go behind the cover, and then she gets actually a clear shot, and then M joins up to her, and he like, sets up his position, goes down because he rocks a sniper rifle, puts a stand up, lays on his belly, and kind of just keeps his eyes on them. And she's like, okay, now take the shot. He's like, nah, let's keep watching. And actually, while they were just waiting around, like, checking the position, just waiting, like, check out the other, the military guys. She has like, hey, was that just a decoy through this whole thing? And she was like, yeah, you kind of were, just so we can get some good, and then, so, later on, they hear some gunfire in the distance, so they know a battle started there, so they make their moves to go check it out, and, take those guys out where she's not no longer wearing, like, the, robe or cloak or whatever it is that's pretty much like normal camouflage colors that you would wear in a military shooter, not bright pink. I just can't get over the fact she's whatever. Whatever about the pink thing. So she goes up to it, and she actually and we see her, like I guess you could say her like skill in this game is just that she has super speed. Like she can run real fast, which kind of makes it because her hat has like bunny ears on, and we know the hair and the tortoise, blah 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 blah. I'll let you. So she makes her way there. They take their positions. And we also see some other players, playing where like one dude gets out from our cars, like takes like a med kit or whatever the game, like whatever they are to regenerate your health, whatever they're called in GGO. He's like, huh, somehow I made all that mess alive. And he's like, hey, anybody there? He's like, yeah, let's get out here and regroup. He's like, I can't do that. I am the enemy. And just shoots them, and then they're like, noob. You can check the stats of your teammates, and then that dude gets shot down. And so once we get back to the to our team, to Em and her, and the MC, I should say, we see them strategizing, how to take care of these, these combat pros. I guess is how GGO, I guess, dubs these players that are like military guys, or these guys that really know where they have like actual experience, like weaponry, equipment, tactics, and stuff dealing with the military. So their real tactic is to, I guess you could say, take inspiration from Metal Gear Solid. And where it is, like, so we got the military guys. They're like, they're coordinated. They're doing their little thing. And then they see this briefcase, and they say, "Hey, check out that briefcase." And where she pops out of the briefcase and just starts firing everywhere. Which this is like the part where the MC turns into almost pseudo Kirito, where she's like, she's like really fast, like nobody can touch her. This is like some V for Vendetta shit. Like you guys know at the end of V for Vendetta when V went against all those soldiers, like. It's like, my turn. He grabs those knives and he was just super fast throwing them and shit. That's where she was like, no one can. Like, are you even human? Then blast the last one. And so that is essentially where the episode ends, where we see a bunch of these little kids, like watching like a replay of the tournament, and then we actually see her real self kind of like show up. Like I said, I forget her name, and she's like, "Oh, jeez, guys, can you stop? You're embarrassing me." That's where the episode ends. The ED was also really good as well. I would say it was pretty good by SAO standards, by EDs. I mean, like the EDs for SAO, there's like haven't really been some of the best. Like they have some pretty good EDs, but I wouldn't say they're as good as stuff like Hiroaka, Bleach, Naruto. Those series had some damn good EDs. And yeah, so overall, I fucking love it. I'm definitely looking forward to what this series else has story. Now we don't have an episode cap yet. How many episodes we get? So maybe we'll get 12, maybe we'll get 24. Fight against maybe 12, maybe 24. I don't know. I'm probably gonna be 12 because it's probably gonna be 12, but who knows? Maybe we might get 24. But and also, guys, apparently another thing I've heard that from people that have read the light novel version of the series, apparently a lot of people that say they like unanimously that this completely shits on the GGO arc that we got in SCO Season 2, the stuff with Death Gun, which, if that's the case, it definitely has been true, because I really did enjoy the stuff with Death Gun. So, yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what else we have. I'm really digging these characters. I'd like the cast we've seen so far for this show is really good. I love M, I love Jarno MC. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we have next week. So my final verdict for this week's episode is a 10 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow us on Twitter, affiliate links box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time. And next up, Persona 5, the animation, which hopefully I can get that video out, watch the episode, and record and review it before Toonami starts, which I hope I can, because... So yeah, see you guys next time.
Body.